Welcome to the long-awaited return of Traveling with Tim. It has been quite a while since I've traveled, but here I am in South Dakota. I'm here for just under a week, and I'm going to be exploring the western side of South Dakota and also taking day trips to North Dakota and Nebraska. I'm pretty excited because I'm knocking out 3 states at one time. So I'm about to go see what I think that South Dakota is most known for, which is probably Mount Rushmore. I know my dad wants to see this too. So hopefully we can take a trip here together one day and he can just see this in the meantime. So I'm about to leave my room. Come with me, explore it with me. I am here at Mount Rushmore. It is actually better than I thought it would be. I wasn't as excited to see it. You do have to pass like a tourist trappy town. I am just gonna breeze right through. I don't really have time to stop and do all the fun things. But seeing this is what I was here for. What's also cool is you pass by a hall of flags basically. So you go through, you can find the flag of your home state. You can check which order it entered into the Union. Admission is free, but it's $10 to parks, which $10 isn't bad, actually better than I thought it would be. So also, as I've been sitting here, a few flurries have started to fall. So that's pretty cool. I didn't expect it to snow today. There's an elevator behind me where I can go down and tour a little bit more. So that's what I'm gonna do now, and follow me. I'm just glad to be out of the cold. I'm not gonna stay much longer because I don't know about driving in the snow, but downstairs there was actually a gift shop. You can also watch movies about the making of the monument. That was pretty cool to see. I did not stay for the whole thing. Don't worry about social distancing. There was plenty of room. The snow has started to fall heavy. I'm enjoying this, but I'm gonna head out to Custer State Park. I mean, I'll say that was pretty cool. Highlight of my day, but I've only been in a plane. Laying down was nice too. So I'm still on the way to Custer, but I had to stop. I saw a frozen lake. We don't see too many of those in South Carolina. So I had to take some photographs, take some videos for y'all, but it was beautiful. I just arrived at Custer State Park. I stopped at the kiosk. I paid $20 for a 7-day pass. Should get me plenty of access in and out as I need it. We are in the park. Let's go. I'm in Custer. I'm driving Wildlife Loop Trail. I don't expect to see much wildlife though. It's pretty desolate out here. Not many cars, not many people. It's freezing. It is still snowing. Okay, so day 1 is done. I just got back to the room. I'm having noodles and company for dinner. Whenever I travel alone, I do not make food my priority. It was pretty cool seeing Mount Rushmore in person. I went to Custer Park. The season in which I came made it not as enjoyable as it could be, but I do think that if you come during spring or summer, that it's gonna be a lot more lively, a lot more beautiful. I am ready to turn into bed, rest up, and excited for what's coming tomorrow. morning from Badlands National Park. I am freezing, y'all. I am so cold. It is 19 degrees outside. I had to come inside of my car to film because I couldn't feel my fingertips. There are pros and cons with coming to South Dakota at this time of year. The massive pro is that really no one else is here. There's no crowds at all. And normally I have to spend my time kind of filming around people. I don't have a problem with that here. There is literally no one else here. I woke up just before 5 a.m. I drove an hour here from Rapid City. I'm gonna try to do a hiking trail. I'm not sure the success I'm going to have just because of how cold it is and ice being pretty much over everything. So I do think I got confirmation that that was the door trail. The door trail was amazingly easy. It's marked by those yellow indicators that I showed you. It even made it fun almost trying to find the next one. You get to the end of it and it just has amazing panoramic views. So I'm going to try my hand at the Notch Trail. So everyone, I busted my I did slip on ice. I'm gonna leave that in the video because you deserve to see me at my best and at my worst. I'm about to try to hike this ladder. I'm hoping this works out well. So I did make it, barely, but now we're up at higher altitude to where if I slip, it's gonna be worse. That did not go as planned. I fell super hard, so my hands are so scraped up, if you can tell. I could not complete the full loop though. It is way too icy. I'm currently in the car at Panoramic Point, so I'm about to see the view that it has there, and then see if there's anything else left in this park, and then I'm gonna head out. If you are going to be in the park for sunset, that is a point that's highly recommended as well. Plan your day accordingly. So you know how you see a bunch of tourist traps on the side of the road? I think I fell victim to one. It's called Wall Drug. It's not too far away from the entrance to Badlands, and they had like 90 signs. It's been pretty intriguing. I'm gonna see what it's about. Well, I did fall for it. I did get lunch there. The lunch was okay, nothing to write home about, but still glad I stopped and got some souvenirs. Welcome to day 3 of my trip. I'm actually heading to my 33rd state, which is going to be Nebraska. There is a park, a national monument, and a few other cool things I want to show you. I am in for a lot of time in the car today, so let's just get it started. So I am here at the Toadstool Geological Park. It is like a mini Badlands, but with a much better name, basically. It doesn't sound as scary, even though I am very scared right now. So I don't do research on what kind of animals live out here. I just keep seeing a bunch of paw prints, and of course my mind starts racing, mainly because I am totally alone. So my time here was short, but it's over. I haven't been really able to hike any trails because everything is so muddy or icy or both. I've made my own trail from what I can called the No Fall Trail. It's just me trying to stand upright. I've seen both the Badlands and Bisty Badlands. This is kind of a nice combination of both, but since I've seen both, it hasn't made me try too hard to push myself to the point of falling down to see more. So I am at Scottsbluff National Monument. President Woodrow Wilson signed a proclamation in 1919 protecting this land, which was formerly used as part of the Oregon Trail, which I find fascinating because that used to be my favorite game. I used to always die of dysentery, and that's fine. So enjoy some views while I talk about what made this such a fantastic landmark. Just so you know, you can hike to the top. You can also drive to the top. Today, driving to the top is not possible because of ice. Scottsbluff was created from weathered out geological deposits that made up the ancient plains. Wind, volcano ash, sand, mud, and more created the unique visual masterpiece you see. Carhenge is just like Stonehenge, but vastly different. The attraction is described as a unique, quirky pop culture icon. It's a collection of car art sculptures and was only back to the hotel, so I had to stop by. But if it's far out of your way, just save the gas. Good morning and welcome to day 4 of my trip. Today, I've decided to get back in the car and I'm gonna go to my 34th state, North Dakota, and check out one of the national parks there. All right, I have made it into the park. It was about a 3 hour and 40 minute drive. I showed my annual park pass. I've got inside Now let's take the scenic road. My hope is to see bison. Porcupines are supposed to, porcupines are supposed to be like in trees. Wild horses are here, but even if I don't see anything, the scenery is majestic. So I've only been in the park minutes and I've already seen 2 herds of bison. So I've made it as far as I could on the loop road. Part of the road is actually shut down because it fell. I'm trying not to think about that too much on my drive. This park has blown my expectations away. It has been my trip high for sure. Good morning. It is day 5 of our trip. I am about to leave the hotel. I'm just gonna go to Custer State Park, which is about 30 minutes from here. Let's take a look at that as we close out our South Dakota trip. I definitely got my wildlife experience. That was so nerve-wracking, so I'm glad that nothing went wrong. I just got out the car and made sure there was no damage. I was really worried for my insurance. I wasn't sure if one of those horns was just gonna catch my car wrong. I'm finally back at my hotel and today was horrible. First, the bison thing I'm showing you was fun. However, I had to pass through it a second time and it was a lot scarier the second time. The bison kept going in front of my car so I couldn't pull forward. There were a few times where they were like pushing against my car. The horn got intertangled with the side view mirror. That was all pretty scary. Also, a point came where I was trying to get to Rapid City downtown and it was telling me to go down a county road, which was unpaved, but also had fresh snow on it since no one clears those roads out. At a certain point, I basically couldn't go any further. I had to do a 3-point turn and got stuck. When I got stuck, it happened to be around the same time a helicopter from the park was flying over. And so they kept circling my car to make sure that I was okay and to see if I could get out. And luckily I could. It just took a very long time. I had to get out and keep kicking the snow from around the car, making sure that I knew how much for a 3-point turn that I could go forward and backwards. And then to end the night off, I went to downtown Rapid City. Whenever you walk in Rapid City downtown, there are statues of presidents you can see, and it's kind of neat seeing which ones are, going up to one, kind of guessing which one it is and all that. But I went into this bar, then I ordered my food. I burnt my tongue on the pizza, and the pizza was bleh anyway. It was just a really bad day. I did something for myself though. I went to Armadillo's and I got a turtle sundae with a brownie to try to just end my night off right. I have never been more excited to pack. I do think that it was a really fun trip. I loved this trip so much. Today just had a few downfalls, but I don't have any regrets. My high of the trip was going to North Dakota and seeing the Theodore Roosevelt National Park. My low of the trip was obviously my whole entire day today. Hopefully I've inspired you and gave you little hints and clues of where to go to when you come here. There was so much to see, and I'm so glad that I also marked some stuff off my bucket list. So I will see you on my next trip. Stay tuned. Thank you again for watching. Please like, subscribe, and give me a recommendation of where I should go to next.